Hey guys, Pieguyrulz here. Welcome back for the second to last of the Korra Season 2 vlogs. Things are getting intense, man. Like, here we go. Um, I'm so happy that the second half of this season turned out the way it did because it's been awesome. Ever since, like, the one episode was beautiful, the one two-parter was beautiful, and everything since then has just been great. I'm really happy. It really feels like Korra is now what it should have been always. Like this is it. This is good stuff. It's been great. So anyway, in this episode, we get to see Iroh. You know, even though he's got only a few lines, you get to see Iroh and a helpful Fox, which I'm pretty sure is the same one that helped Aang back in the day. Um, we see Zhao, where I always kind of figured Zhao was drowned when the giant koi fish that was Aang in the Avatar state. Pretty much it looked like he drowned him, but I guess it's much more dark and it makes much more sense to have him be dragged into the spirit world to be this horrifying spirit jail where you're just driven insane. Like as soon as Tenzin and the gang entered there, I'm like, who are we gonna see? We got to see someone from the original series. Who's gonna pop up? And speaking of popping up, I was hoping all season that we would get to see Ko the Face Stealer, and we haven't. We still don't. Fix that. That is the one character you just absolutely have to bring back. You never brought him back in Avatar. Bring him back now. Like, do it, because Ko is amazing, and considering you're in the spirit world a lot more now, you might as well just go for it and bring him back and have Tenzin or Korra or Jinora or someone face it for something. I don't know why, but just do it, man. Because that was a creepy spirit, man. Um, so let's see. We get some awesome Avatar State action with Korra. We finally get to see her really fully realize the Avatar State. It's not a cheap power up. It's let's use all the elements at once to just be awesome, and that's cool. It's cool that we finally kind of reached that point where Korra can do that. Um, Speaking of which, Unalaq can do it too. I was kind of hoping in the last review that Unalaq would be able to bend all four elements, and we'd have four elements on four elements, and it'd be cool. You can't do that. You can just bend water, and it makes sense. I'm not, it does make sense because the Avatar has to learn the other elements anyway. It's not like it just knows them. Plus, Unalaq was born, and anyway, um, makes sense. But still, it'd be cool to see. But what he does get, he gets this dark Avatar state, which is cool to see too. And water is an element where you do a lot with it. You have the swirly swirl that lets you fly around. You can use ice. You got the tendrils. It's a cool element. They're doing a lot with it. They've done a lot with it these past two seasons. And this entire series of Korra is just like waterbenders are evil. That's Legend of Korra for you. Even Korra herself is pretty bad at times. Um, uh, but yeah. So that was all just a cool fight. Korra versus Unalaq, and Korra loses because, of course, it's the second to last episode. She has to lose. She can't win, or else there'd be no last episode, I suppose. Um, but yeah, it was a really cool fight, really cool animation, and just I love the setting of the yin yang between worlds, as I'm calling it, because it looks like a yin yang, and it's between the spirit world and the regular world. It's this plane of existence. Great set piece for battling and finales and all that. And even the South Pole is also a great set piece. Looks great, and the spirit world also looks great. So we've got three awesome places for the fighting and the awesomeness to happen, and it's all really leading up to something awesome. Um, when Unalaq was basically when Vatu and Unalaq, because that's Vatu's the name of the spirit and Unalaq's name. I finally got it. It took me an entire season, but I know the names now. When they were ripping Raava, from Korra, man, that scene was just unsettling, but in the best possible way. It felt like they were reaching inside Korra and just ripping out. It's like ripping out your internal organs. Like with the because he's got the water tendrils going, and he's got Vatu springing from his mouth and grabbing Raava. Like, it's just, ugh. But really cool, like really cool scene, and then when he proceeds to basically beat the avatars out of um, Brava, like it's so chilling, and you know it's cool that we see the avatars disappearing or whatever. Like, it was just such a cool set piece, and just really makes Unalaq and Vatu be really scary, and just, you know, really ups the ante. Um, and then I'm not gonna lie, I'm not thrilled with the design for the Unalaq Vatu monster. Um, it looks a little bit cheesy, in my opinion. And we only saw it a little bit, so maybe in the next episode it'll grow on me. But from what I've seen, I haven't quite seen it. To me, it just kind of strikes me as generic monster bad guy. You know, like, this is the kind of, you know, he kind of, to be honest, he reminds me a little bit of Trigun from Teen Titans, although he was well designed and scary. But I don't know, just something about maybe the shoulder spikies, or you know, just, I don't know, his proportions just strikes me as a little bit silly above scary. But it's still, I mean, it's an interesting design, and I'm not gonna knock it until I've, you know, fully seen it. Um, I'm just gonna say it didn't seem right to me at first. I don't know if it's just me. We get to see Aang for a few seconds, even if it is like Tenzin's hallucination. And it's cool that Tenzin really kind of, he's been struggling with, you know, his regrets to his father and all that the entire season, and it's great to see him finally, you know, he is his own man. He is not the Avatar. He's not Aang. He's Tenzin. You know, he's not the last Airbender either. You know, he's finding his own path. So yeah, great episode. Things are really just going down. Like, this is, you know, you'd expect it as much. I'm really excited to see where the last episode is going to take us. I expect really awesome things. One more thing. And I haven't seen the last episode. I really haven't. Jinora. I think it'd be cool. And I don't know what it is. I've been saying this all season. Maybe I just have this weird bloodlust where someone must die. But I think it'd be really cool. And I don't know if this is what they're leading to, but I think it'd be really cool if Jinora sacrifices herself to let Raava be reborn. Because we've seen it happen in Avatar where Yue gave her life for the Moon Spirit, so there's a precedent for it. And also, Jinora seems to have this weird connection with spirits, and it kind of seems right. And I don't know how else Jinora would really help. Like, she's not, you know, she's an airbender, but she's not great. Like, there's no way she's gonna take down, you know, evil, unless maybe she's gonna lead a spirit army or something like that. That's probably what they're leading to. But I think that would be really cool, and really just like, you know, holy cow, you know, this is, you know, a little girl sacrificing herself. Like, that would be heavy stuff. But again, you know, Avatar's not gonna, they're probably not gonna do that. That might be a little bit too much. And again, I don't really know why. I kind of, the show's been so serious in some areas, and it just, to me, it seems strange that no lives have been lost. Like, the stakes are quite lowered when you know no one can die. But that being said, I don't really want her to die. I like the character. But yeah, so with that, Pieguyrulz.